Hi, this is Ryan from Diamond Audio. Today we are doing the installation on the all-new MSHD14 2014 and up Harley Davidson touring model factory replacement radio. All right, today we're working on a 2019 Road Glide. Let's go ahead and get the windshield removed. All right, well, this seems pretty typical. If you run into this issue, you're gonna remove this piece first, and we'll get this off of here. And then we will go ahead and reapply the double stick tape because this is supposed to come off in one piece. Why is it not coming? All right, now we're gonna go ahead and remove the grill so that we can access the T25 screw holding the fairing on underneath. First, we're gonna start by getting this top one out. Use our panel popper to remove that guy, then the bottom one, and then we slide it out, we remove it. All right, now we're gonna go ahead and pull off the other grill. Again, start at the top, work your way towards the bottom, and slide it on out. Next, we're gonna remove the 3/16 bolt located where the marker light is. If you have one of these handy bolt holders, this is when you're gonna need to use it. Now that we've removed this bolt, we're gonna move over here to the wind deflector and remove the bottom T25. I like to use a tool like this that's not a T-handle for this location so that it doesn't interfere with the tank. Now let's go ahead and pop over to the other side and repeat. As we remove these bottom fairing bolts, it's important to note that we're only removing the bottom one, as the top one here is not necessary as it's attached to the inner fairing. But if you happen to take it off, it's okay too. All right, and for the last step, we're gonna remove the last two T25 bolts. There's one on either side. What we're gonna do is we're gonna remove one completely, and then we're gonna slide around the other side here with our free hand, hold the fairing in place as we loosen this last one, as this is the last bolt that holds the fairing on. And now we're going to remove the 4 bolts holding the radio to the inner fairing stay. Now we're going to remove the factory connectors from the back of the radio. To get this big harness off, there's a little button you push down on, slide this down until it unlocks and pulls out. All right, so for those bikes whose fairings are not quite straight, we've included this poly foam gasket to further help with the waterproofing. That just applies to the front of the radio, so we're just going to remove the 3M has some backing here.
Okay.
So we're going to line it up on the top, kind of work our way around so that it sticks perfectly on there. So that once we reinstall it, we don't see it. All right, like I said, kind of work left to right as you put it on there. This is going to further help when you wash the bike to kind of keep some of that water out of the inner fairing. All right, and there you go. That's what it looks like when it's completely done. All right, now that we have pre-programmed the iData Link module that's built into the radio for the specific bike, make, model, and year, and hand control setup, we're gonna go ahead and reinstall the radio. We're gonna basically do the reverse of what we did with the factory deck. So we're gonna start with the 4 screws. All right, now that we have pre-programmed the iData Link module that's built into the radio for the specific bike model and year and handlebar configuration, we're gonna go ahead and reinstall the radio. We're gonna start by putting back in the 4 screws.
Got it.
Now that we've installed the 4 screws, we're going to move on to the harnesses. We're going to put them in just like the factory. All right, we're going to go ahead and install the factory power harness, as well as the factory USB and the AM/FM antenna harness.